I promised this video about a month ago, and I'm only now getting to it. It's still summertime, so it's still relative to the topic, which is the heat and food going bad, and how to tell when that food that you purchased from the Caribbean restaurant, from wherever, it doesn't matter. It could be from the restaurant, it could be groceries as well too. Some of the signs to let you know that, hey, don't eat that food. That thing will, it will cause problems. And if you recall, I shared a video a while back in regards to when you buy that food, how to bring it home safely when the temperatures hit between 25 degrees Celsius and above. It gets hot here in Canada. The wintertime it's cold, but it also gets hot, really hot. So here we go, my tips on identifying when food has gone bad and you need to toss it out. First and foremost, allow your senses, eye, smell, taste, to work. Once those areas come into play, the smell, if it doesn't smell right away, you should know, avoid that. Look at it. If it doesn't look right, maybe discoloration, maybe bubbling, maybe you move it around and the sort of texture that you're seeing, the sort of jiggle is not natural. Taste. Sometimes we need to taste it, because sometimes, bacteria is a funny thing. Sometimes there's bacteria out there that will cause it to not have an odor, to not have that funky smell, to not have that look about it. Once you taste it and it doesn't taste right, and you're not going greedy, yeah? We ain't going licorice. We're going with a small spoon or small fork or whatever. It doesn't taste right, rubbish. Toss it out. You don't want to take the risk. Discoloration, and this is more when you take a look at fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. An avocado, you cut it open and that thing it doesn't look right. It doesn't have that avocado green. No, it's rubbish. And the same can be said about fruits. If it's mushy, if it's squishy, a banana, no, it shouldn't be like porridge. A strawberry shouldn't have mold growing on the outside. And speaking about mold, moldy cheese, your eyes, look. If it's moldy, and some people say, well, cheese, mold goes together. Yeah, not all. Bread. Take a look at that bread. You have it up in the cupboard there. You're looking at it and you're seeing mold looking back at you, thing walking around and all that. And you want to make toast. Don't do that. Sliced meat, that deli meat you get, whether it's freshly sliced or, as in my case, we usually go to the Sam's Club or the Costco. We get the 3-pack for under $15. Great deal. Unless you're going with the antibiotic free and all that. Maybe it's about $20 for the 3-pack. But anyways, slimy. Once you take a piece of that ham or that turkey or that chicken, that roasted chicken, I'm telling you, a roasted chicken sandwich is a nice thing. But once you get that slimy texture on there, and that slimy texture will be on fruit as well too. So be mindful of these things. When closing, you smell, the look of it, the taste of it. And one more thing I forgot to mention earlier there is curdling. Sometimes, you look at dairy products, it curdles. I've been there. I've made my coffee, going to put some milk in there, and then all of a sudden floaties just floating around like if is a regatta going on there. No, we don't want to take the risk. So Chris here, CaribbeanPod.com, my sort of tips on identifying food when it's gone bad. Smell it, look at it, shake it, do whatever you need to do. A little taste. Remember, we said we're not being licorice. We're just trying to determine whether that food is good or not. In the next video, we'll talk about how to prevent some of these things from happening, especially when you purchase groceries and stuff like that. I'm hoping another 30 days or so of warm weather here in Canada. I'm praying. But I know many of you are based in tropical countries in the Caribbean, wherever, so it's going to be relatable all year long. Don't take that risk. Yeah, I know we spend a lot of money on the food and we're trying not to waste food, but ending up sick, and I've been there 3 times in the last little while. Yeah? All right?